Welcome, folks, to tonight's game. This one promises to be a good one between the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Stetson Hatters. And, of course, we look here at our Star Watch. What's the starting five look like, you might ask? Well, whether it's a big game or a small game, your starting five has got to be ready to go, Dick.
Hey, Brad, the matchup for the center position should really be exciting. These kids can make plays, big plays, and will often do so at opportune times.
I think we're ready for the tip. Stetson wins the tip as this game is underway. The Hatters set up offensively now. Looks like they're going to reset the offense here. 10 on the shot clock. Tries for two. Buried it. Now that's how you take the ball to the basket.
He has all kinds of moves, and we saw just about all of them on that drive. A good-looking 2 points.
Goes up for two. Off the glass and no good. Back on offense now. They'll work it around the arc. He shoots the jumper. Knocked it down. The Hatters have really made some progress in recent times.
Hey, they sure have, Brad, but I guarantee you that they want to continue on this trend.
That spin move not successful, Dick.
I did a great job on the defense not allowing them to make that turn.
On the outside. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. For two. And our trifecta for the night. Aaron Andrews on the sideline. I'm Dick Vitale. I'm Brad Nessler. Nice to have you along with us. The Hatters go with their 4-out-1-in formation.
Up and inside.
There's a double team waiting there. Albert saves it. Bad decision there by the senior. Tries for two. It sticks. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Goes up for two. Nope. Some subs getting ready to check in. Working it around the perimeter. He rejects it. Lobs it for the bucket. He has taken his team completely out of this game.
These young guys have to remember to let the game come to you. Don't force the action.
For two. Knocks it down. Cross court. Might be looking for a three here. They work it around the perimeter. He looks at the hoop. Looking for a good shot. We approach 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Here comes the ball screen. Kicks it out. He bombs from outside. Missed the jumper. Fires away. Off the mark. And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
We've seen a combination of both short and long possessions here, Brad. Nothing wrong with that if that's your team's ideal style of play.
Out on the wing. Tries for two. Gets it to go. On the right side. Goes up for two. Not there. Out on the wing. And it looks as though there are going to be a few substitutions made. For the bucket. The shot's off target. Too strong. They transition into offense. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Ten seconds on the shot clock. Powell receives the ball. He tries to beat the clock. No good. For two. Goes in. Great strength on that drive.
Well, those aggressive moves to the basket are what this offense is all about.
Both teams are looking to get something going here. And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
Out on the right wing. Tries for two. Gets it to fall. That was a nice play, Dick.
Anytime you get a player in the high post, you put pressure on the defense, and that can lead to big breaks over the course of the game.
Here's the inbound play on the baseline. He puts up the three ball. Dick, he's just taking too many bad shots.
And I don't think he's done yet, Brad.
He gets the rejection. And a momentary look from three-point land. The Hatters transition into offense. Controlling the ball. Goes up for two. Off the mark. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. Number 0 receives the pass. On the dribble, gives it up. Wesley picks up the foul. The offense begins off the sideline inbounds. On the left side. For two. He drains the shot. Evans receives the pass. Inside. Tries for two. He can't get the bucket to fall.
Coach about to adjust his rotation.
Puts up the tray. Albert is carrying his team right now.
This is a one-man show right now, Brad. This is supposed to be a team game.
Way out near midcourt trying to set the play. Defensively trying to stay with his man, and he's going to pick up a foul. The baseline inbounds. And they reset the offense. He throws it up from downtown, knocks it down. The Hatters did a great job of going through the high post on that play.
Well, they're doing a great job running their offense, working it through the high post. That's what they need to do.
Out on the right wing. Goes up for two. Tickles a twine. He's going to see this guy in his sleep tonight, Dick.
He's already living a nightmare, Brad. Look at that spacing.
From the corner. Missed it. For the bucket. They've yet to put together a decent string of good looks at the basket.
Hey, they're getting frustrated and playing right into the defense's hands.
Attempts the Hail Mary. Doesn't go. Gave it up. Here comes a pick.
Hey, ball screens are such an important part of the game these days. Guys are so creative when it comes to using that ball screen. Coach about to juggle the lineup.
They work it around the perimeter. Launches the three. Scores it. Park receives the pass. Cross court. Ten on the shot clock.
This guy holds this club together.
On the right side. Puts up the J and come up short. The Hatters are obviously known for their up-tempo style and mentality, Dick.
Up-tempo teams really like to get possession of that ball off the glass and fill the lanes quickly. They want to be able to create numbers to get a 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 2-on-1 advantage.
Out on the left wing. They work the perimeter. He shoots from the deep corner. Off the mark.
Got to think right now. Got to focus defensively.
Looking for a good shot. Rejects it. Looks like a 4-out, 1-in formation.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Count that as a personal foul. And here's what it looks like if you average out his numbers over the course of the season.
Every game you have to bring it. It doesn't matter if you average 2 points or 20. Everybody in the squad has to be ready to get it done if they're called upon.
Second one is good. The small forward with the ball. Puts up the jumper. Jumper won't go. On the dribble, gives it up. And we're at the 8-minute mark. Kicks it out. Pull-up jumper left side. The missed shot. We approach 10 seconds now on the shot clock. He attempts the trifecta. Nails the jumper. Looking to move it around the perimeter. About 7 minutes remaining on the game clock. On the outside. Hard foul. He steps up to the line. First shot is good. go. Now they work it around the perimeter. He goes for three. Can't connect. I think they'll get a look from three with this formation.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Tries for two. No good. On the left side. Trying to feed the low block with the jumper.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
Now at the offensive end. About 6 minutes remaining. Moving it around the perimeter.
Coach looking to change his lineup.
They look to get it to the inside. Gets the feed down low. Now the turnaround jumper. Off the mark. They'll work it around the arc. He shoots from the corner. Nope. About 5 minutes remaining. On the outside. Tries a three.
Another brick, baby. Building a new arena.
The Hatters set up offensively now.
Step out on that screener.
He comes up empty. The point guard with the ball. Turnover by the senior. Lane receives the ball. About 4 minutes remaining. Gave it up. Had a screen and gave it up. He goes up with it. Knocks it down. That's a great drive to the basket.
Great job of using the bounce to get to the rim. Not too many defenses that can stop that move.
Goes up and score it. Way out on top. Controlling the ball.
Up and inside.
He fakes the shot. He launches a three. They got it. About 3 minutes remaining.
Coach about to adjust his rotation.
Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Goes up for two. Balfour will definitely be one of the top picks in the draft next year, if he decides to go that route.
Some people say he's the best, Brad. He's a talented senior with no next year to fall back on. All he can do is give it his all until the end of the season.
On the dribble, gives it up. On the right side. He shoots from the deep corner. Gets the J to fall. They set up offensively now. Gave it up.
There's that high screen. I want to use that high screen. Good jump out. Get over the top. That's how you want to defend that, get over the top of that screen. He was able to foul him in order to prevent the easy basket.
There's a snapshot of some of his averages.
Stats only tell part of the story, Brad. But as a coach, if you have a few players who can average double figures in multiple statistical categories, you're a lucky guy.
Two minutes left on the game clock. The crowd begins to chant.
Who says there's no such thing as a home court advantage?
Trying to feed inside. Rejected. On the dribble, gives it up. Fake. Working it around the perimeter. For two. That was nice. A great drive to the hoop right there, Dick.
Well, he spotted an opening, and he just absolutely great first step, and he exploded to the goal.
He attempts the jump shot. Missed the jumper. And the ball's out of bounds. We'll go back the other way. Let's see if they go 2 for 1 here, Dick. The Hatters set up into their zone motion offense.
Boy, I'll tell you what, man. The zone motion offense creates a lot of opportunities if you get ball movement and player movement. If you get people to step into the gaps in the zone and reverse the ball, you'll get good shots.
They work it around the perimeter. Outside jumper. The missed shot. Balfour receives the pass. He shoots from the top of the circle.
Excellent jump shot right there.
So Dick's so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4 around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside.
At the half, the Fighting Irish are ahead by 2. Stetson is building a new court with all the bricks they're tossing out there tonight, Dick.
Brick City, USA, baby, without question. Their shooting was absolutely atrocious, to put it mildly. They're going to have to do some serious regrouping in the locker room.
Boucher pops back into the ballgame after a well-deserved rest.
Wow, he makes such an impact on his team when he's in the game at both ends of the court, Brad.
Boucher receives the ball. Dumps it in. He hammers it home.
You can almost see that coming. They were a little bit lazy on the defensive end. Mr. Excitement with that jam.
Offensively, they get into their zone motion. On the right side. Looking for a good shot.
Double team now, bad angle.
Lane handles the feed. We approach 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Nails the J. From downtown. Scorches the net with a J. So Dick's so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a 4 around with a post guy on the interior, and they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with 4 people on the exterior.
Plus the jumper. Had a momentary look from three-point land. Jumper. He's just not seeing the floor, Dick.
He doesn't want to, Brad. He wants to score, and I'll tell you, that ain't good for team morale, baby.
The Hatters transition into offense.
Look at that spacing.
Good fake. They're working around the perimeter. He lets it go. Evans is eager and excited to compete.
Hey, whether you win or lose, you shouldn't be afraid to show your emotions.
The Hatters are going into their zone motion offense now. They work the perimeter. They move it into the front court. Now looking for the ball screen, Dick.
Hey, the two-man game, Brad. So many teams incorporate it into their scheme because it works.
10 to shoot. Evans receives the ball. That's charging.
Caught him being selfish with the ball, Brad.
And he's going to pick up the foul, and oh, look at the look on his face.
I'll tell you what, he's disgusted, but so is his coach.
He takes a three. Off the mark. Tries for two. Nope. Tough defensive rebound.
They need to get out and run their lanes now.
The big shot off the glass and no good. Comes up short. Now at the offensive end. Looking for a good shot. Powell fakes the shot.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps.
Oh, you got to knock those down. Great screen, but no go.
My goodness, Dick, have you ever seen such poor shooting before?
These guys have hit rock bottom. Their confidence at the moment couldn't be any lower.
He beats him to the punch defensively.
What a terrific job. Footwork really excellent on a post play.
Looking to move it around the perimeter. Harm and foul. He cashed in on the layup and gets the foul.
He knew he was going to get fouled, Brad.
Another great sophomore right here, Dick.
He may be young, but if he's on the floor for this team, you know he's willing and able to contribute any way he can. Coach about to juggle the lineup.
On the outside, he shoots from outside.
I wish somebody would knock down a jumper. Hey, that guy had 1,400 on his boards. And look at him running out there like a wacko. Oh, man. Look at that wacko. They're working hard on defense to get through those screens.
He tries to knock down the three. Off the mark.
There's the trap.
He makes the jumper. Takes it strong to the hoop.
That comes when you're committed to being the strongest guy on the court. Every time you step on the floor, it takes an army to slow him down.
Now they work it around the perimeter. The student body looks to be full with rage and willing to cheer on the old home team. The layup counts and the foul.
He went hard to the hoop knowing he was going to get fouled.
Chance for an easy one. Count it. They're shooting extremely well from the stripe tonight, Dick.
Yeah, they're making their coaches look good for making them shoot extra free throws every day.
On the right side. Gave it up. Swatted from behind.
Never saw him coming, Brad.
Zone offense now.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Good job defensively. From the corner, in and out. There's a slam. And they go into their motion offense, working with 4 around 1 here.
I tell you, the 4 around 1, spacing's a...
There's the rejection. Off the glass and no good. Moving it around the perimeter. He shoots from left of the circle. Jumper won't go. On the left side. Tries to get around the trap, but he can't do it.
What a great defensive trap there.
They'll work it around the arc. Ten seconds on the shot clock. He puts up the tray.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
On the outside. For the bucket. The shot won't fall. Now into their offensive set. That's why I love this game, Dick, for that reason alone.
Listen to that roar. It's unbelievable.
For 2. Sinks it. Easy basket.
Where is the D here, baby?
On the dribble, gives it up. Goes up with a shot. And come up short. The point guard receives the ball.
Up and inside. Nice fake.
Good defensive stance there against the spin move.
Well, the key is to beat him to the spot, and he did a great job. He anticipated that spin move.
Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. The missed shot. The Hatters transition into offense. Working it around the perimeter.
Little two-man game there, Brad.
We approach 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Can't connect. Balfour handles the pass. Tries for 2. Scorches the net. Now that's how you take the ball to the basket.
He has all kinds of moves, and we saw just about all of them on that drive. A good-looking 2 points.
The kick out.
Great defensive play, rotating over. Played that screen really well up on top.
It looks like a few substitutions are going to be made here. Goes up for 2. He's money with the shot. Cherry receives the pass. 10 to shoot now. Sinks the shot. Great job of occupying the high post, which ultimately leads to a scoring opportunity.
They got the ball into the high post, and the defense couldn't react on time, Brian.
Trying to pack it inside. Obvious foul. The Fighting Irish will step to the line for the first time. Good. The Hatters move into their zone motion offense.
Boy, I'll tell you what, man, the zone motion offense creates a lot of opportunities if you get ball movement and player movement. If you get people to step into the gaps in the zone and reverse the ball, you'll get good shots.
They work it around the perimeter. He unloads a three. Missed it. For the bucket. He drains it. Looking for a good shot. The Fighting Irish are going to have to really be aggressive moving forward, won't they, Dick?
The score and clock are not on their side, so the level of urgency must...
There's the block. Transition opportunity coming up. And now getting set up here in a 4-round one.
Well, the 4-round one motion offense is a good offense when the team has a big guy who can play with his back toward the basket and another big who can play on the perimeter. You know, seniors are a dying breed in college basketball these days. If you're a coach that is lucky enough to have a couple, it can definitely help you sleep at night knowing there are guys on your team who know what you want and know what it takes to be successful.
Second shot is no good. On the left side. Alley-oop for two.
Bad decision there by the senior.
And the fans here are loving the action.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, Mr. Nessler. We are so lucky that we get to go to all these schools and experience the mayhem firsthand.
Goes up with it. He got the bucket and the foul.
Hey, the foul in the act couldn't stop him, baby. He wanted that bucket.
He'll visit the charity stripe. He buries it. 7 minutes left on the game clock. The Hatters now running a zone offense.
Well, the key to zone motion offense is you got to get good ball movement. If you get good ball movement to get the zone to really slide and use the skip pass to make it tough for that zone to adjust.
The Hatters here running their zone offense.
Hey, one thing that works well against zones is overloading the side. Overload a side and force the defense to shift out of their desired position.
Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
He puts it up quick to beat the clock. He doesn't get the hoop to... He blocks the shot. And a momentary look from three-point land. He shoots from the corner. He takes another bad shot.
Bad shots kill chemistry, Brad.
Nice pass to the low block. He hits it. Well, Mr. Vitale, it looks like we're in for a great finish here.
Hey, down the stretch, there are so many factors that could become the difference maker. Turnovers, missed free throws, rebounding. I wonder what it'll come down to in this game.
McDermott handles the pass.
Look at that spacing.
For the bucket. The layup is good. He cut back door and received the pass.
There's nothing like a well-timed backdoor cut and pass. I'm sure they practice that all the time.
Cherry receives the pass. We're at the 5-minute mark. For the deuce with a layup. He puts up the tray. Missed the jumper. And now there's a whistle and a foul. How important is it to get to the free throw line?
Well, you know, those bonus points, Brad, you get those simple points. They add up at the end. Plus, you get people into foul trouble.
Gets it. Dick, when I see those types of things, I just get chills.
Hey, this place is remarkable. The noise is deafening.
Tries for two. Off the glass. Knocks it home and one.
What a poor job defensively. Nobody stopped the penetration of the ball, especially if you can afford to use a personal foul. I like his mentality. No easy basket.
Makes the foul shot. The Hatters set up into their zone motion offense.
Boy, I'll tell you what, man. The zone motion offense creates a lot of opportunities if you get ball movement and player movement. If you get people to step into the gaps of the zone and reverse the ball, you'll get good shots.
He comes up empty. We're at the 4-minute mark. Tries for two. For two. He couldn't get it to fall. Was that beautiful or what? Play about ready to resume. They work it around the perimeter. With the fake, gave it up. To shoot now. They work the perimeter. Goes up for two with the layup.
Uncharacteristic mistake by the senior.
The Hatters in attack mode. About 3 minutes remaining on the game clock. Way out on top. Controlling the ball. So, Dick, so important now at the point. The point guard will set things up and the other four will go to work.
Well, you know what they're doing is a four around with a post guy on the interior. And they're trying to get that ball to the inside, but they're playing with four people on the exterior.
He comes away with it. Albert handles the pass. That's one of the best parts of college basketball, the student section. They're fired up and they're ready to try to help their team.
Oh, yes, the student body, always full of comedy and excitement.
Looking for a good shot. He goes right past the trap.
Way to attack that trap, young man.
On the dribble, around the screen.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. He tries to beat the buzzer. He buries the jumper. He pulls up with a jumper. Off the mark. Fan receives the pass.
A little shake and bake to use that high post screen.
1 minute left on the game clock. Dumps it in. Theodore trying to free himself for a catch. We approach 10 seconds now on the shot clock. For the bucket. Off the glass and no good. On the left side. They're going to move it around the perimeter with a tremendous block.
That's great hustle, man, as he gets through the screen.
They'll throw this one in from the side. Shot clock is dead. To the charity stripe. No doubt. Second one, good.
It's a key possession. They must score here, baby.
Are using this time to go over crucial end-of-game strategy. Now, often teams will dedicate parts of their practice to special situations and end-of-game strategy. Now's the time when that practice will pay off, guys.
Well, you can never underestimate the importance of a coach.
It's not easy, Mr. Nessler. Night in, night out. These coaches have their work cut out for them. Preparing their team, coming up with game plans.
I look for something different here coming out of this timeout, Dick.
I wouldn't doubt it, Brad.
On the right side. On the outside, he shoots.
The more possessions you create, the better your chances.
And they continue to foul to stop the clock. At the free throw line. Opportunity. Makes the shot. No doubt about it. The players got a much-needed breather with that timeout. The guy was open, but he's a fan. They'll throw it in from the side. This is the big time. Misses the tray. Stetson saw their lives flash before them as they finally pull this one out.
Well, they may have come in a little overconfident, but they held their composure at the end.
That's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for being along. For Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler.